Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here for Atlanta News First Plus on your Sunday morning. It is 11:30. I'm Megan Packer here with a check of some of the day's top stories. And it is Labor Day weekend. There's a lot going on around the city. Hope you've been able to get out and enjoy the beautiful weather. But we are always here working around the clock for you. So here's an update on what's making news right now. There is a developing story right on the Georgia-Alabama line that we need to update you about involving two adults who were killed and 7 children who were injured in an ATV crash. This happened yesterday, right there on the state line in Cherokee County, Alabama. But sadly, a man and woman from Rome in Floyd County, Georgia, are dead and 7 children injured after their ATV crashed at an ATV park. It was the Indian Mountain ATV Park. The Cherokee County coroner's office in Alabama says that an ATV with 9 passengers was driving very fast yesterday when it hit a second ATV. The one carrying 9 people rolled over and hit a tree. The man driving the ATV was pronounced dead at the scene. A woman was airlifted to a hospital in Birmingham where she was pronounced dead. 4 children were airlifted to a hospital. 3 were taken to a hospital by ambulance. We do not know the conditions of the children right now, but we do know that nobody in that second ATV was injured. So we are working to learn more about the people involved. But again, sadly, a man and woman, 2 adults killed that were on that ATV, 7 children all injured. We're working to learn more about their conditions, and the victims are from Rome in Floyd County, and the accident happened right over the border in Alabama. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation staying pretty busy this weekend with officer-involved shooting investigations. We know of at least 3, and one of them is happening right now in Henry County. We can tell you that the GBI is responding to a shooting involving Henry County Police as we speak. We're working to learn more about that. Now, that same agency also had an officer-involved shooting Friday night. We have a picture from that scene here. This is from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. They were called out to a house for a domestic situation Friday night. They tell us that it was involving a woman and her young son. And apparently they say the son, who they described just as a juvenile, was armed and trying to break into a room that the mother was in. And police ended up shooting the son. So we do not know his condition right now. We also know that the Georgia Bureau of Investigation is looking into a shooting involving the Coweta County Sheriff's Office from last night. And that also involved a domestic situation. They responded to a house. They say there was a suspect and some victims. They all went into that house. There ended up being shots fired. The sheriff's deputies fired their shots. They ended up hitting a victim, not the suspect in that case. So all the agents are going through all of these cases right now, trying to kind of piece everything together. And as we learn more about them, we will be sure to pass that along. There is a nonprofit group right now that they are getting so close to breaking a world record. We have introduced you to this group before. They are called Men Opposing Sex Trafficking, and they are playing kickball nonstop. They are trying to break the world record. They're trying to hit 52 hours, but it's all to raise money and raise awareness about sex trafficking. So they are playing as we speak at noon today. They will hit that world record. They're at a school in Fairburn. And they are not only setting this world record, but they have set records for basketball and softball games as well. But again, it's all for a bigger purpose. It is for raising awareness, raising money for sex trafficking. We heard from a Guinness Book of World Records representative that was out there this morning. So this is legitimate. She is watching them closely, making sure that they are playing by the rules. You can hop onto our website, atlantanewsfirst.com, to watch them live. You can keep an eye on them as well, be one of those independent observers and verifiers. And again, they are expected to hit that 52-hour mark at noon today. They can only take very specific, like 5-minute bathroom breaks, very specific rules to make sure that they keep it legit. So we wish them the best of luck, and we know they can do it because, again, they've done it before with basketball and softball. If you have ever been to the Dogwood Festival in Atlanta, it needs some help. Organizers say they need some money to continue on. They have run into some serious financial losses since 2020, and organizers say they need $250,000 by November in order to pay for production costs. So they are putting the word out about that right now. If successful, the 90th annual Atlanta Dogwood Festival will run from April 10th through the 12th at Piedmont Park. If you have not bought a Powerball jackpot, this would maybe be the time to consider doing so because it is now up to more than $1 billion, $1.1 billion to be exact, after nobody hit the jackpot last night. That's a cash value of more than $498 million. The drawing is tomorrow night, so good luck. That would not be a bad way to wrap up the long holiday weekend, would it? A little $1 billion jackpot. And hey, we're already hitting the jackpot with this forecast. Look at Lake Lanier right now. This is about as perfect as it gets, as we've really been enjoying a nice holiday weekend. We've got people there on the docks. They're jumping on the boat. We have been rain-free. This lower humidity. If you joined us earlier today for Atlanta News First Sunday morning, we had First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams with us tracking your forecast. Here's a look at his 7-day forecast. He says we really don't have a First Alert weather day until Wednesday. That's really the next rain chances that our team of meteorologists is tracking. So enjoy the long weekend and the sunshine and the cooler temps while we have it. Tomorrow is September. Can you believe it? Today is the last day of the month. So for a full check of your forecast, be sure to download the First Alert weather app. Our team is always updating the forecast for you there. And be sure to also keep an eye right here throughout the day on our streaming channels and our Atlanta News First app. As you can see, there's a lot of breaking and developing stories right now. So we will be updating you on all of those stories throughout the day. I'm Megan Packer. Thank you so much for checking in. This is Atlanta News First Plus on your Sunday, and we will see you soon. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for watching ANF Plus. For more breaking news, live coverage, and your community stories, download the Atlanta News First app. You can also watch us on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. To join the conversation on YouTube Live, visit our channel and hit subscribe. You can also listen to the Atlanta News First podcast by searching Atlanta News First on your preferred listening platform.